Oh God, this is awkward as fuck. Oh, okay, how about this? Woo. Is that okay? We'll see. Oh God, Jesus. Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. I'm giving the sitting on your bike a try, I guess. Kind of interesting. Haven't done this before on my channel, so I'm a little nervous about that. You guys have spots that you like to drive to? This is one of my spots here. I really like this spot. Obviously, you can see it's kind of busy, but it's a Saturday right now. So there's a bunch of people driving by and stuff, but you know, that's because everybody leaves the campsite. But there's like a big ass river that runs through here, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, so, but anyways, yeah, so, you know, spots that are like kind of secluded that you kind of can go to and just like be by yourself. I find that those are pretty nice to be able to just kind of chillax and not necessarily get in touch with nature, because I think that's kind of gay, but at the very least, like listen to noises that aren't city noises or, you know, at your house noises. I think that something about fresh air also kind of plays into that as well. Seems to help me with my PTSD, especially the fact that I can ride here. So I can ride my bike here and then chill and, you know, work on my book or do, you know, whatever other things I've got going on. And then, you know, whenever I feel like leaving, I can leave. And like in this spot right here, there's no cell service, so like nobody can get a hold of me. Not that anybody would get a hold of me anyways, because I mean, I don't really have anybody that cares that much. So, you know, there is that. But, you know, I mean, still, it's pretty nice to be able to have a getaway spot. You know, there's a bunch of other places too. I think the thing is kind of exploring places and like going down roads you've never been before. I think that's also kind of like the adventure kind of thing to it. So that you can like have an adventure to like try to go find a place. And then when you do find a place, you're like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. Necklace keeps getting tangled up in this microphone. It's fucking irritating. This microphone is very irritating. Maybe if I like put it up here, I wonder if that'll be better. Okay, maybe that's better. Coming out here, oh my gosh. Man, the bugs, dude. Sometimes they think I'm a flower, especially the wasps. Yeah, dude, do you hate wasps? I fucking hate wasps. Wasps and freaking flies. Oh, well, and mosquitoes too, but yeah, not a fan of mosquitoes either, but flies I hate because flies suck. Especially if you're like in a house and there's like a bunch of flies flying around. God, that's fucking irritating. And then, yeah, definitely wasps, because wasps suck too. So it's kind of interesting riding. I don't know how many of you guys do ride, but if you guys are part of like a ride group or anything like that. But if you guys are part of a ride group or something like that, that's always fun to be part of a ride group. But I used to be part of a ride group, and I find that the groups, at least here in my area, they're very cliquey, almost like high school, because they're all teenagers anyways. They've just graduated high school, so it is very cliquey that way. I haven't really found like a good solid group to actually like hang out with that, you know, are kind of like no bullshit. There's a Facebook group called Motorcycles Over Bullshit, but I find it entertaining because they actually are friends with my ex-wife, and I'm pretty sure the guy who started that Facebook group, he actually is like, I'm pretty sure hooking up with her, even though his girlfriend doesn't even know it. So that's kind of wild, you know, because that's, I mean, just the crazy stuff that goes on there is interesting. And you know, they say motorcycles over bullshit. It's like, come on, like you're not over the bullshit. You guys are actually making the bullshit by making a Facebook page that's like that. I just think that's interesting. But yeah, you know, just sitting and you know, being able to watch other people do stuff and kind of gets you out of your head. The main thing I'm sitting here today is because I really wanted to text my ex, and you know, and you know, tell her, hey, I'm sorry. You know, I fucked up. You know, I want to, you know, try again. You know, maybe we could get coffee or something. And you know, of course, that's just not a good idea. I mean, you know, I've already reached out to her, you know, months ago and got no reply. So like, you know, and in our divorce, like, you know, she was just absolute savage, just throwing every little thing she possibly could to try to slander my name. And all the people that, you know, I used to ride with, they all obviously don't like me anymore because she slandered the shit out of my name there too. So, you know, at this point, it's just like, well, you know, I really want to message her because, you know, it's like I miss her, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know what, I think I'll go somewhere else where like I don't have cell phone service, so I literally can't. You know, I think that's probably a good thing. And you know, I mean, they say that like urges come in waves, but I don't know. I've been out here for, you know, a couple hours, and my urge to text her has not waned. Which sucks because, I mean, that's just what happens when you really loved somebody and then they just fucking dump you like you were trash. Just, you know, that shit sucks. You know, I really feel for any guy that has had to go through that because, I don't know, I feel like girls, they think they know, but they just don't. They just don't. You know, all they have to do is go to a bar and they get another guy like same night. Or, you know, they just get back on the dating app and they have 50 guys messaging them, you know. So it's like, I mean, as a girl, it's just, life is so easy in terms of dating, you know, because you can just have your pick and you don't even have to do anything. You know, all you have to do is, you know, take a couple pictures of your boobs, you know, or in a tank top or something, and you got dudes just falling over themselves to try to get with you. And someone like me who's super attractive already, I mean, I know I'm very attractive, and then on top of that, I ride a motorcycle, and I've got, you know, all kinds of other stuff going for me, and it's like, dude, just even all of that put together, it's like, no, you know, still, it's hard pressed, you know, and the only real way to like get girls is to like physically approach them. And, you know, sometimes I just don't feel like doing that, you know. Sometimes, you know, you get in your own head and it just is frustrating. And trying to create options is what really helps you get out of that hole. But to create options, you have to force yourself to do it initially. So it's kind of like this vicious circle that goes around. And so, yeah. Anyways, well, tell me guys, how you like the video, if you like this kind of style rather than me writing, and what you'd like to see next. Yeah, let me know. So thanks for watching, guys.